Oh, and welcome to TTP Season 3, Round of 32, Game 2 between chessjerk and Special Case. Looks like chessjerk took game 1, so it's do or die for Special K this evening, and we are running Power C flag. So big highlights for this one is it's a first quest overworld, and we are dealing with plus or minus 4 HP enemies and plus or minus 2 HP. Bosses. I am Heckin' Haley, and I am joined in the booth by Freedom Fighter. Welcome on in, Freedom Fighter. How are you this evening?
I am doing excellent. This should be a fun game too. I was on the call last night for game 1, and it was just more of Special K didn't have the same luck as chessjerk did.
Here's
Deadwood
hoping for better luck. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you said we were starting in the Deadwoods?
Yeah. Yeah, neither runner last night had a sword for about 20 minutes.
Ooh, that cannot feel good for either runner.
But the bonus that they had last night is the Armos item was the red candle, so it was kind of beneficial. And that any road, I'm sorry, I missed where they went in the first one.
So it looks like, what, was that 2 of them right next to each other?
Yeah.
And, okay, so one at the grave, one up here, that northwest corner of the lake, or I'm sorry, northeast corner of the lake. It's your first item check for CJ, and it's our secret 27.
Yeah, and the start screen last night wasn't too far away from that particular Armos. That's where the red candle was, and so they had offense, limited offense early, so it wasn't like a hard pressure to get the sword. But they got some practicing for All Swords No Boards tournament that's coming up. There's 20 minutes.
Looks like CJ found up on the northeast grave his first take any cave, and he opts for the heart. Surprise over the candle. Saw the Armos item, and I did not catch it. So
It is a spice rack at the Death Armos. He has a ladder. It was in Death Armos, it was the one on the left. So I suspect that he's gonna do some checks, make his way to the coast, because he's got full access to whatever is out there. Now, whether he picks it up, that's a different story. But yeah, world wrap maybe. Yeah, with no bombs, no keys, it's kind of hard to do some checks between where he was and the coast.
Oh yeah. Having the ability to world wrap right now is pretty clutch. Having that early ladder, because yeah, you put yourself in a good position to hit up a bunch of open caves. Forest.
Ooh, that is a nice little 65 for the keys. But this is straight first quest overworld, no mix, if I recall correctly, isn't it?
Correct. And the red candle on the coast. So yeah, it's a pretty solid find early on. I never that mad if one of my first items is a red candle.
It's almost a repeat of last night.
Oh,
only it's the coast item.
Yeah, some definite early goodies here for our runners.
And yeah, that's a up A save. 29 for the bombs. Not friendly, but hey, pick them up.
Can't have it all in one seed. That's That's for sure.
No, but he'd still like to find a pointy stick. CJ actually got the white sword before he found the wood sword cave. So the wood sword cave was completely useless to him.
That's so backwards. Yeah,
And
definitely
he
looks
gets a
like
clip.
each runner made the right call picking up or skipping the early blue candle for the heart container.
And that lever was it kind of looked like it was drowning out in the ocean. There. Special K was trying to pick it up.
Good riddance to those. That looked like it was 89 for the arrow purchase. Oh,
That is correct. I saw that. And unlike last night where silvers were locked to level 9, you could find them anywhere except for coast item and the Armos and the white sword item. Where do you think silvers will be?
You know, I'm gonna guess 8. And that looked like that door repair charge, if anybody was counting, might have been 24. Could be wrong. It's looking so far like everything is oops all medium secrets.
Level 2? Oh, that's interesting. There we go. You can enter, but that's it. No further. So apparently this is the oops only bomb walls only at level 2.
Any luck, maybe we'll get one on this map, so we don't have to guess too much.
Hey, there you go.
Like a little tiny segment there in the corner.
Yes. And I wonder if Special K is like, is there a large secret anywhere?
Probably locked under our 1 tutor spot and our 2 raft checks. Maybe. We have no way of knowing that. Yeah.
What if I recall from the
And
flags, there is a guaranteed maybe I misread it. Let's see. The overworld block. Is there a level that's guaranteed to be blocked?
okay, so yeah, there is a forced overworld block. So yeah, one of our levels could be under a power bracelet spot.
Recorder or one of the
raft.
rafts. And since it's
Or
a straight first quest, there's only 7 spots.
And it could possibly just be our white sword item as well.
Yes, it's one of the 10 locations. Well, actually 9 remaining since we're in level 2. There is doorways. I took a glance over and I missed the doorways.
Just a few bombs to get over there. And yeah,
And
chessjerk has picked up one of the star hearts in this level 2, and heart shuffle is not on this flag, so our second item could, always be the coast heart, but definitely could be a goodie in here for us.
ooh, that's I wouldn't be surprised if the other floor item is in this room. Kind of a nasty room. Oh wait, I forgot that they have the ladder. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not often that you see a ladder 2 minutes into a used to having to hunt that down deep in like a 3 or a 6 or something. That's just my own bad luck.
And Special K is being really patient. I'm thinking the other floor item is in the segment, unless it was picked up and I missed it.
I did not see it, but it looks like CJ's going back in there too. If you can't grab that real quick.
It could be like last night, he picks up the white sword. Or no, it can't be because that's the old man white sword cave.
The bolt runners are giving us a peek at this segment.
Oh, and the bats rolled up.
Oh no, and it's a double heart too.
Well, CJ will not be upset with that. Because you gotta have heart. I didn't do it with the great flair that he has, but I tried. Now, where is our chocolate sword? I like saying it's chocolate because I like chocolate. Everyone calls it a wood sword, but it's brown to me.
I call it the brown sword, or some other version of a not stream friendly expletive for the sword.
I'll stick with chocolate.
Chocolate is much kinder.
Uh-oh. Ah, candle boost. Nice way to get through the dark nuts. And they both have a lot of hearts. CJ was upset last night. Special K won the heart battle. It was like 12 or 13. CJ only picked up 8.
Low numbers.
Yeah, 8.
He's already up to 7, right?
Well, right, but last night he only had 8 and his opponent had 12. It's like I think I lost. And both runners basically found level 9 at the same time, so that's not a mystery. I've had a seed where I'm panicking. I'm like, I still got half the map to cover, and I got the whole Triforce. Dang it! Where is it? A Pepto-Bismol level 6.
Really nice work from chessjerk, luring those dark nuts away. Or at least in his direction so he could get past.
Casino in Casino Corner? No way. Well, the gorillas had to be here somewhere.
It looks like they might have rolled up. They seem a little tanky. But that could have just been me getting confused with some.
Well, that's the other thing. There's so many of them, it's kind of hard to keep track when they're all bunched together like that. To be right, but it definitely did not roll down. Yeah, because there's no intro shuffle or heart shuffle. Level 2 is the only. Well, level 1 will have a floor heart too, but those are the only 2 levels that will have floor hearts. All the rest will be in staircases. Items, that is.
Another flag of note is that our book is not an atlas in this flag set, so I would not be surprised if we see either runner pick up.
It's dead weight. It's basically a paperweight. Leave it on the ground so it's not basically holding you back. Oh, that's a level.
Yeah, it's almost like a 6-shaped 6. Just a wood boomerang for us.
And that's
Goodness.
Jess's favorite item, the boomerang. And I think she's gone. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, he already hit that one.
Nice use of the Canada Key Special K. They're in the NSU room. Open that door open now and getting rewarded with a key, so.
Mana key. Key. Yeah, it's like almost like a curse of 6 or something. I don't know.
Now we got those stinking Pulse Voice in this dungeon, so our first dungeon enemy encounter that we can't do any damage to with just our red candle. And I might have seen some Dodongos in there earlier. I could be also losing my marbles at the same time.
Yeah, this is like last night's seed. Neither runner was in a terrible hurry to get the wood sword because they had offense, and it was like 20 minutes into it when chessjerk found Betty, and like another 5 minutes before Special K got his wood sword. Will we be lucky enough to see the Wizrobes tonight, or will they just be shy because they were on Overworld yesterday?
I think we're definitely gonna get some Wizzies.
Okay.
Hopefully, we don't have, for our runner's sake, at least they don't have to deal with them until much later, and they have hopefully many more hearts, or maybe a white sword.
I think they'd be happy with any sword right now. As they saw Cold's voice, they'd be happy with the arrow. But you need the bow. I think that's the third room of Lamolas.
out in full force this evening. Now the real question is this Triforce going to be accessible without our sword? A couple shorter door rooms that had some Pulse voice in them, so I guess we'll get our answer soon enough.
Well, I think it'd be funny if it was a room with 3 Dodongos in it, and one of the runners only has 5 bombs.
CJ got the compass and he took the up and A, so I think that was a room that required us to have a or bow and arrow, possibly.
I do recall a room with 3 Dodongos. I was just saying that. But yeah, he has 7 bombs. But he has 7 bombs, so as long as you don't misfire, you're okay. But we know it's basically... Oh, level 4. We basically know it's under the A. 5th room up. Special K has 8 bombs, so he's got 2 mulligans.
That was this room right here is where that Triforce was.
Pulse voice.
So it's still possible. We'll see if those Pulse voice respawn.
Came back as a Wizrobe. No! That'd be worse. Oh, got one more chance. Tech could be the leader. And well,
all right, let's.
Could be a boost. Because last night, chessjerk had 2 Triforces before he got the sword. Special K had 1. And yeah.
So the 200 IQ play looks like it's going to pay off. And Special K, he's able to grab it, but I don't think he has seen the wooden boomerang here yet. So
yeah, he hasn't. We know for sure it's not above because chessjerk never went up here.
chessjerk eyeballs that Triforce in for. Still looking for that staircase item. Has picked up the floor heart, so here's a very good candidate for that. Right, and a power bracelet could come into play huge. And the odds are, in his favor with the 4 power bracelet spots in first quest overworld by the 1, 2, and 2 graph spots.
It's a 4 in 7 chance that it's blocking one of the items or levels rather. And Special K is about to get the news. I'll just go over and pick it up. He's gonna head back to the Triforce. Well, okay, he's gonna take a detour, death detour. So you said silvers are gonna be an 8.
My guess.
50-50.
Just as a little troll. Got a bow.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be upset finding that. Now,
No.
you got to get the Triforce, but, well, you can't go that way. Yeah, he's probably like, let me get the pointy stick.
Yeah, and we're dealing with sorted shapes, so looking at probably a very sizable 8. Has the money for the wood arrows, so yeah, picks those up, and no shame, no problem in just coming back later.
Absolutely not. Ooh, 4 for the small.
Those are first small.
It's the prescription. Seriously? I think that's the same large seeker as last night.
Yeah, 72, really on the small side, but luckily, yeah, we have, well,
We have 3 of them.
most things that we have 3, and have in hand, generally most things I think the runners would want from the shops. Both the runners are very adept at their combat, so the purchase of a blue ring isn't as critical.
No, but last night they were on straight second quest, so they only had the 1 large secret.
Well, this feels bad. You're 1 large. Oh, special K finding that wood sword key. The open key. Definitely. Way out of the way.
It's not hurting CJ too much. He definitely has enough hearts to get Betty. Now the question is, it's 11 or 12 hearts to get the magical sword, and he did find it. So will the magical sword be the first sword?
That would be a trip.
Done it before. And trust me, it wasn't planned. I just happened to have the wand as the Armos item. I wasn't really playing too hard.
Looks like what? So we've seen 2, 4. We're in 5 on CJ's side. 6, 8. So we're still missing what? 1 and 7 up there.
Did you see 3?
Oh no, have not seen 3. Sorry. Yeah, we do need 3.
Oh, he's 1 heart away. Special K has the offensive advantage. Only because he's got the sword.
And we got our any key in level 5. So
That's a novelty for CJ. He didn't get the any key last night. It was the white sword item. And he never found it. Because he was in go mode by the time it really came down to Death Mountain area.
It doesn't seem so far like this seed is super key star, but yeah, it's always a great find, especially when you still have, you know, a ton of levels still out there. It's always nice to have in a 9, I think.
And hints are gonna be completely useless, as you see. That the old man have just been, I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like an hourglass in a way.
It reminds me of the shape of Minnesota.
Well, I will not disagree with that.
Alright, CJ grabs that compass out of 5s. Doesn't look like anything in this dungeon enemy set would not be killable by our current loadout, as we see our first Dig Dogger.
Now, wood sword, Betty, magical sword, you still need a recorder.
No. So, looks like that Triforce is gonna be guarded by a Gliok in this 5.
And, well, you do need a sword for that. Aren't you saying something like that about level 6?
It looked like in... Oh, we have 6 had a ton of Pulse Voice, but we did have some Pulse Voice guarding the compass, but they, priority or, you know, enemy in there happened to be Tektites, so it kind of worked out for Special K. He's able to grab that Triforce out of there before you had, you know, well, he doesn't have arrows yet, but before you had this. So,
And CJ is basically taking on Panzer Dave's strats. Sword? Who needs a sword?
we don't need no stinking sword. Oh, and we have our Raft in 7.
But I have a floaty device for the cruise after he rescues her.
Now, where's this pesky map hiding in the 7?
Well, if it's anything like First Quest 7, that's 33 rooms of torture, as some people call it. It's probably going to be in the neighborhood of 30 rooms.
Would not doubt it, and definitely tends to be one of my least favorite dungeons to clear, because awfully big and only one item. Not dealing with Heart Shuffle.
That's a shape. Level 1, where was that?
Didn't see where he popped in there, but that could be a huge find for Special K.
Well, our tracker says Candle Row. I was looking at CJ's screen, and all of a sudden I see Asylum 1. And it's segmented. Yay.
Oh, and our magical boomerang on the floor. So,
Picked up both.
it looks like this is going to be our tutor. Oh, interesting.
Recorder on the floor. Well, on the floor of the basement.
A double segmented one? I think so. Oh, and our first appearance of the Wizrobes.
They're friends. Okay, maybe not my friend, but they're friends of someone.
Someone. Friends
Are
again.
they? Are they your friend?
No.
No, you're like,
never.
no.
I hate those things. The bane of my existence. And the bane of Special K's existence. Right now. It takes an untimely death. As we see our
Dude.
first craft check from chessjerk. A money-making game, so one of two Raph's checks completely useless.
I hear a little helper in the background.
Oh yeah, my dog has just announced in the neighborhood, I guess, that he's here. Yes. And announcing to everyone on Speed Gaming that he loves the sound of his own voice sometimes.
So you're saying he's like a commissioned officer in the army. Because
Yes.
the way they talk, they're long-winded. Yeah.
And probably works about just as hard as him. If army officers are anything like Navy officers, I tease.
Would you be a Navy officer?
I am not a Navy officer, but I have done 18 plus years in the United States Navy.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. Fun
You
job.
did,
Seen all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, you do. I was the enemy. Well, in the college football world, you were Navy, I was Army. On the other side.
When I first came in, Navy had like a run of like, I don't know, however many years in a row, just football dominance. And now it looks like the tides have turned. Alright, both runners look like, we're back in one. So, we didn't make it to the Triforce room, did we? On Special K's first trip in here.
No, and I'm not sure why he left, or he's still searching. DJ goes around the boomerang. He's like, no, thank you. Yeah, that's the second transport staircase, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like we're dealing with at least 2 segments. Or I guess 3 segments. And we got our floor heart. Well, so now special keys in another corner of this dungeon that I don't think we've seen before. I'm real
I think he
curious
was
where
up
this.
there.
Okay, yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, he came out of that staircase.
But it looks like
TJ
Chester tried to bomb to the right. On the other side of this transport. Doesn't look like he could get over there. Special K finds the path, and he is out of there.
And he has arguably the easier time with the room before the Triforce because 3 blue whiz robes were in there. No sword. It's still doable, but I prefer the pointy stick.
It just kind of helps speed things along. As great as like the red candle is, just that repeatable offense, and sometimes getting multiple hits on it in one burst. Yeah, the sword can definitely makes things a little easier. I thought it looked like
I was wrong.
CJ might have had a early lead, but
there's at least 4 whiz robes in there. I'm thinking that was 4 segments at level 1. Or am I wrong?
yeah, I think that had to have been because you came out of a segment. It looked like a 2-room segment. That room with the blue whiz robes and the Triforce, and then there was the main segment where you came in, and yeah, I would have to guess. All right, so CJ's first sword of the seed is Mag's. So this could be pretty huge for him. Special K is going to grab this bow real quick here. Whenever CJ gets to it, he can do the cleanup of 6 and 1, probably pretty. Gonna beeline for that Triforce.
Yeah, I mean, Special K has a lot of. It does have the Triforce lead, but it's not like CJ knows exactly where it is in a couple of these levels, so it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, having Mags, I think, is going to make a huge difference. Obviously, for CJ. Yeah, I thought Special K had a slight edge having the extra Triforces, but that very quickly wiped away with this 11 hearts Mags grab. And then CJ also knows where that Triforce, I think, in 7 is. which was blocked by a Gleok.
Yeah, two-headed Gleok. Yeah, it was two-headed Gleok. Or was that level 5?
No, actually, yeah, I think you're right. I think that was 5.
It doesn't matter. It's one of the two. He knows exactly where it is. And it'll be like, oh, yeah. He's like, no, I need a pokey stick. So has CJ... No, he hasn't seen all the levels yet, has he?
No, I think we are still missing level 3.
And that's got to be the overworld block one.
Yeah, unless the white sword item is our overworld block, but
that's true.
with as much overworld as we've seen from both our runners combined, though, however, it looks like
oh, come on, let
be power
Betty be here. Let Betty be here. Is not. It's PB block because it wasn't at the raft spot. It's not at the recorder spot. So it is under the power bracelet. It's just a question of which one.
Also potentially both.
Back in this 8. What does that look like to you?
That looks like sort of deformed mushroom. The way it's looking a little unfun to clear right now. A lot of wall masters, a lot of BMOs.
Pretty sure CJ wants to find the second item. Just looking at the remaining list, it's a good item. Except for the book. The book is trash in this seed.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really no way to help narrow it down where these silvers could even be, because, you know, we've found all of our important items, so anything could be anywhere right now.
Yeah.
But it does help having the heart shuffle off, the remove most open staircases off. So you really kind of know what you're looking for as you go into each room.
That's useful, a compass.
So we got some potential in this room. Oh, and no, does not want to push this.
That's not going to be the answer. Oh.
Special
okay,
K
found
grabbing
it.
Betty.
Okay, so that satisfies the overworld block. So level 3, will it be under a different power bracelet spot? Or just someplace we haven't looked yet?
I think both of our runners have seen. Not both of them. I think between the two runners, I think we've seen all of our power bracelet checks. Trying to think of what else we might not have seen. We have not seen, I don't think, a play for West Death Mountains.
No, they just kind of toyed around where the Armoses are. They haven't actually gone up to West Death Mountain yet. The question is, well, we know CJ has at least 2 spots he hasn't checked. Because he hasn't found the Wood Sword Cave yet. And hasn't seen Betty.
No, I think CJ did see Betty. Someone in chat said he poked into that power bracelet spot.
Okay.
And of course, yeah, we didn't see him grab it because he already had mags by that point.
This is kind of a big tanky 8 in a way.
It didn't look like they had like the most clear or direct paths to the through the S columns and A columns. Might be having to take like a weird roundabout route to kind of clear this and guessing dig out this item. And that was the floor heart underneath that Dick Dogger, it looked like, in 8. Yeah, this is seed very possibly could come down to. Are the silvers going to be in this 8 or not?
And I think this is the other stair.
Okay, a red ring. Not bad.
You'll take the red ring. That makes the silvers either in level 3 or 9.
Yeah, with 3 definitely being on the smaller side, I would not be surprised if we see both runners do the dive to see if it's in there. Oh, and +6 for the bomb upgrade.
Same thing as last night, only it cost $1.22. But +6, or was it +5? Either way, it was good.
No. Or CJ got the clock. Unfortunately, there was some wall masters hiding. Special K got the compass now in 5, gonna head towards the Triforce, and I think the any key was on the path to the Triforce.
I believe so. Like you have to take this transport to get over to the Triforce.
Alright, now we're in the Triforce room of 8. Just gotta kill a couple Gibdos real quick. Full clear of 8 down. CJ knows where the Triforce is in 1 and 5. Of the 3-headed Glion. And it's 5. I think I only saw the 2 when CJ's like, nope, need a pointing stick. And CJ about to tie it up. Special K took the momentary lead of what, about 10 seconds? Just about. And I think depending on if that, it looked like that transport staircase in that 8 was required. So I think when Special K goes back in there, there's a very good chance that he end up seeing that red ring also.
Yeah, well, you might not, because the transport, if I recall, the transport staircase in that 8 was one room before the red ring.
Yes. Chessjerk about to grab this Triforce. Out of 5. Exploration of 7 from Special K. Yes, the real question outstanding is, where is 3 and what is it hiding? Okay, so looks like, yeah, Chessjerk going back into 7. Don't remember how much of the 7 he's seen, but I know it was a decent chunk, I think. Patcher rolled down today, as he makes really quick work of that. You have that little one-room segment in here, so I think it's very possible that could be guarding our Triforce. But still haven't seen enough. You have a very useless bait block up here in the top of the L column. Alright, and our segment is holding nothing for us today.
Where is this Triforce?
Do grab our floor heart container out of this 7, so that's what, 14 hearts for Chessjerk.
Yes.
Special K gonna have to be careful. He's down to half a heart here, and not quite fortunate enough to have seen that red ring 8. The first, well, not the first, but not taking that transport. Oh, and CJ finds the triad of
third
7,
room.
so you know, you're on the hunt for level 3.
Yeah, and that Triforce was like the 3rd or 4th room down in the L.
And I don't think CJ hasn't seen East Death Mountain, so I guess it'll kind of depend if it's west. He might be just going for west first.
Yeah. I don't think he was up there. Huh?
No, because, yeah, Special K went up to East DM, and that's where he found the wood sword, and Chessjerk finds level 3.
The right call.
Right, so what is this level hiding for us? There is, well, part container number 15 and a map.
Oh, it's either gonna, this level 3 will either have the book, the wand, or silvers. I suspect he's gonna full clear it, especially if he can't. The more rooms he searches, well,
Alright, here's the
now
moment of
guaranteed.
truth. Oh, just
Level
the
9.
book.
Level 9. I think he was just confirming if it was anything good, and he's like, nope, it is a paperweight.
Yeah, this Mags really kind of put CJ in the driver's seat of the seat. Just able to clear through stuff so much faster, even though Special K had a sword first.
And that book isn't too far away from where the Triforce was.
CJ and Special K picking up their Triforces at the exact same time. But that is try number 8 for chessjerk. So when we get into 9, a few things we're going to be looking for. Probably going to be popping a lot of staircases because we do know by process of elimination that our silvers are in 9. Once we pick those up, we're going to be looking for that single shutter door that does not open. Or if we have already killed Ganon, heard that roar, it pops open when we enter the...
First stair, nothing. Well, at silvers. It is something, but it's not what they want. Staircase
Yeah,
number 2.
Barring any segments, gonna have 6 pairs of staircases. Transport staircases that is, and then yeah, the 2 item staircases. So could be seeing a lot of different staircases.
And of course, our friends, the Wizrobes, are in 9. So why wouldn't they be?
Oh, of course.
This is number 3 or 4 for staircases.
I think that was pair 4. Oh, and CJ unfortunately finds Ganon. And is locked in, so looks like we have to do a quick up and A.
Special K is like, hey, I want mags. Well, these will be silvers.
Like this dungeon is going to make him work for it. And check every dang staircase before it shows item.
Special K finds level 3. Grabs the heart.
Probably not the beefiest 9 that we've seen, but definitely on the bigger side. And our first item is just the wand, unfortunately.
Will silvers be here? Oh.
No push. And a mugger.
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't been paying attention to every single room that CJ's been in. I don't think he's been at the top yet. I'm going to say Silvers or Zelda is at one room under the A.
It could be hiding out there. Yeah, I have not seen a or any door that didn't. The special key back in 8. Do his cleanup here.
Well, I hear Ganon.
So I think Ganon was it one room south?
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Well, Special K gets a piece of good news. Compass. I mean, until CJ Dunn's
Moment of truth here.
you keep playing because all it takes is magic bomb wall that you find but your opponent did not.
Looks like these dang Wizros out in full force in this 9.
Oh, we didn't really see them anywhere else, so they're all converging into one level. Special K is denied by a shoot.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna have to find out the hard way that you gotta take that transport, which is all the other side of the level.
Oh, there's Zelda.
All right, and we got those silvers.
So unfortunately, it probably too little, too late.
Yeah, chessjerk has his path to Ganon. Now he has the path to the princess. So now it's all that's left is just execution. But I think also chessjerk does have a blue potion left in his inventory.
He does.
The only thing that could be stopping him at this point is himself.
But only 4 hits needed. You're not supposed to hug Ganon, chessjerk.
Sometimes he needs just a little bit of love. If you got the.
All right, down goes the pig. We have some bacon. And this is almost a repeat of last night to the T. The only real difference is chessjerk took a lot longer to get a sword this time.
Yeah, it's really not too often that you see in a race that the first sword available to a runner is Max. I think he picked that up, what, about 40 minutes into the seed, give or take?
A little after. I want to say like
44. Ooh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I don't think he ever saw the wood sword cave.
No. Yeah, those locked up in that open cave in East Death Mountain, and he just never went up there. Everybody get your GGs out in chat for our winner with an official race time of 1 hour and 17. chessjerk.
Yeah, it pretty much the same as last night. Special K didn't do anything wrong. It's just more good luck.
Yeah. Okay, we are joined by our race winner, chessjerk. GG's. Welcome on in.
You are muted. There you go.
Now I'm not. Thank you very much. I hit the button.
So, you notice that your first sword was unfortunately 44 minutes into the seed. What were your thoughts, I guess, leading up to that point?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Unfortunately, I mean the magical sword is the best sword.
Oh yeah.
Why not get it? Why not get it first? I mean.
It's great to get it first. It's just not. It's got to feel a little weird to get it at 44 minutes.
Well, I mean, I've definitely done my share of swordless play, so I mean, 2 seeds in a row, free red candle was pretty crazy. But yeah, the red candle. I mean, the lack of whiz robes and the lack of. I mean, the problem was obviously that I found that non-burnable enemies guarded a few Triforces, so that was kind of annoying. Yeah, I mean, the general combat in the dungeons really was not that bad for just a candle and bombs and eventually wood arrows. So I think it did okay.
Yeah, really only a handful of rooms that I think, yeah, there was a couple of Dodongo rooms that weren't blocking anything important, and then some Pole's voice rooms.
Yep.
Yeah,
nothing. Yeah, the one Gleeok blocked the Triforce, and then there was a Digdogger block in, was it 7, I think? So I didn't have the recorder yet, so. Yeah, that was kind of frustrating, but obviously I've said this many times that when you 100% a seed, generally bad things happen because then I mean it's really hard. It would have been really hard in this seed to not 100% it, in my personal opinion. It's just from generally early items and dungeons. I mean, and actually some buried Triforces. I mean, level 8, I see Special K's in level 8 right now. That was that unfortunate clock cost me about 8 years trying to go through all the way back to level 8 again. So that was fun, quote unquote.
Yeah,
but,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you find a first room item in 7 or an early item in 7, that always feels good.
Yeah, unfortunately, this really kind of trolly designed 8, because you get the compass and then you kind of go in the direction of where the Triforce is, only to find out you have to take the transport that's completely on the other side of it.
Yeah, there's literally one path of the Triforce, and it is not fun. I really was hoping that the silvers were right below the staircase that takes to the Triforce. That would have been nice. If that had been the case, I would have saved about, I'm not even going to guess how much time. But those silvers, that silvers location, that's got to be one of the trolliest silvers locations I've ever seen. That was a pretty ridiculous spot.
Yeah, absolutely buried. Well, I think you got, what was that? All of the Triforce, or all of the staircase pairs, or like 5 of them?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my level 9 map. I mean, level 9 was tiny, relatively speaking. And finding 4 transports in the first 10 rooms, and then finding Ganon and finding a wand, that doesn't feel good. But you had to go to Zelda's room, 2 rooms away from Zelda's room to get the silvers, and then up A, take the staircase, the magic staircase to Ganon, then up A, and go take that path back to Zelda. There was no other way there besides I mean, there probably could have been bomb walls, but I took 2 transports to get there. I think that was the fastest. I have no idea, but But that's the level 8 path to the Triforce and the level 8 path to Silvers and Ganon and Zelda was pretty bad.
Yeah, very, very trolly seed in parts, and not to mention that the wood sword, which Special K ended up finding, and it was like 25 minutes in or something like that, but it was the open cave East Death Mountain, so
yeah, that's literally the only spot I have left for it.
Yeah, nothing around there.
I mean, that was the reason when I got to Death Mountain looking for level 3, I didn't go to East Death Mountain, because I knew the open cave was the wood sword. So I figured, okay, I got 2 checks on East and, 6 or 7 checks going West, so I figured West was the better option. And it was correct. I also had a feeling that the white sword was PV blocked, and I was correct about that, but sadly I had mags first, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's not too often that you see a seed where the first sword pickup is mags.
Mm-hmm. It does not happen too often, can confirm. I really wish I had seen the map of level 1 though. I did not. That would have been. And I'm pretty sure it was quadruple segmented. I mean, it could have been even worse. But
that's what we were thinking, and Special K didn't see that map either. So
I think I had 1 or 2 rooms to the left of the last staircase that takes into the Triforce. So I have a hunch the map is over there, but by the second time I went, I felt bad that the blue wizards rolled down. So I killed them with 2 magical sword hits. I'm like, I could have bombed them. I could have gotten the Triforce the first time, but I can't remember what my bomb count was, and I wasn't sure if it would have been 2 or 3. And I figured I'm redigging at least 2 other dungeons too. I might as well just add 1 to the list when I find a sword. At least the cleanup was nice. I mean, I had 3 Triforces at 48 or 49 minutes, and then I'm into 9 just like about an hour after getting the last 5 Triforces.
Yeah,
it's nice when you're in cleanup mode.
As soon as you had a sword, you were basically in cleanup mode.
Yeah, imagine that, getting a sword and then actually getting Triforces. What world are we living in?
I don't know. It was a repeat of last night, really. I mean, you had two or three Triforces before getting the sword.
Yeah, there were many parallels between last night's race and this. I mean, obviously the free red candle. I mean, it wasn't the exact same. Last night it was the
Armos.
it was the Armos item, and tonight the latter Armos led to the red candle on the coast. Although I did have, well, no, last night I found the white sword first, as I recall.
That was in level 1.
Yeah. So that's I'm 0 for 2 on actually picking up the wood sword and having it in my A button. That is impressive in a non-swordless or in the type of seed where you would expect to at least find the wood sword for a little while, but not this time.
No, you're channeling your inner Panzer Dave.
And Dave and I have had some interesting battles over the sword over the years, so
Oh yeah,
who knows when the next one will be.
you're embracing Dave's teachings, or preparing for the No Swords tournament.
That's also true. I mean, and obviously, Special K is someone who also generally takes a candle over a sword and plays the game that way, even in non-swordless seeds. So I definitely felt like I was channeling them both when I had, picked up a 45-minute mags as my first sword.
At least you didn't lose the heart battle as badly tonight as you did last night.
I'll take a tie. I'm all right with that. The only heart I'm missing is in level 6, and I have a hunch that it's past the Triforce in that top, that slight path, whatever it is, up from the Triforce and then to the right. I have a hunch the heart's over there because I'm pretty sure I cleared everything else in the bottom part. And by then, obviously, I need to get Triforces and go find level 3. I don't have a need for another heart per se, but I did get Y Force by the heart in 8. That was fun. And I think I got Y Force by another
caught
heart
that.
too. Yeah, it was. I heard the tune. And I saw my life increase. I'm like, yes, right, good. I'm okay with that. I mean, I did feel kind of. It felt. I mean, obviously going for the 50-50 for the mags at 11 versus 12, and I had one more overworld heart left, and I found it right after I get mags. So I thought, okay, well, I would have had mags anyway if it hadn't been 11. Would have found that heart right away and then just recorded right straight back. So that would have been fine.
No,
I did debate picking up the wand, which I see that Special K did. I've been burned by that previously by skipping items in 9. But I didn't see too many bubbles, so I didn't think that. And obviously the whiz ropes were not too much of a problem, so I didn't. I can't use one on whiz ropes anyway. And having 14 bombs, so I really didn't feel like the wand was very useful. It's just a matter of digging out silvers from wherever they were.
Very convoluted path.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at my dungeon maps. I mean, I didn't full clear 3 because I had the top part beyond the Triforce, which I didn't need. And 4 I did pretty well. And 5 I skipped the part in the middle. 6 I skipped the part in the back with the heart. But I full cleared 7 and full cleared 8 pretty much. And full cleared 9 minus 5 or 6 rooms. Full clearing dungeons, not necessarily a good idea unless you find something as you're full clearing.
Well, yeah, the heart in 6 was only like 2 rooms past the Triforce.
Was it? Alright, well.
Yeah, because Special K
all,
went up that way. Because he did that side first before discovering the banana on the right side.
Yeah, I got lucky there because I took the transport right next to start and it took you right to the boomerang. So I definitely felt good about that. I mean, if only I had known that the Triforce was one room left of that staircase, and I could have had like a 5-room 6. I mean, I would have had to leave because I couldn't clear the room with the Triforce with just red candle with the bunnies. So
actually, Special K went in and out, and the Tektite was the primary enemy.
Oh, so I so I may have had a shot. Well, I thought there were multiple bunnies in there though. I'm not sure I
There
could have
was, like-
despawned all of them.
Oh, it
Oh,
did.
no,
I don't
they could all be despawned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he didn't have a
Um,
sword either.
I mean, I had red candle, so I feel like I could have, if I could despawn all of them, that would have been fine. But I can't remember what the other enemies in there were, so it might have taken a very long time, possibly.
Blue Tektite.
Blue Tektite? Yeah, I mean, there were 3 HP too, so that would have been really annoying. Oh well. It's in the past now, nothing I can do. I've already forgotten about it. What are we talking about? Talking
So
like
it
5
looks
minutes ago. Stop talking in the past.
Yeah, looks like you're going on. Speaking of the future, going on to
Yes.
face Potato Pony next round.
That is
I guess
correct.
that'll be the round of 16. Any
Correct.
thoughts on the upcoming matches?
Well, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure my record heads up against Potato Pony is 0-2. So, and that was from, let's see, when was that? 2023-ish? In a very similar, so like it was a round of 16 and a best of 3, and I went 0-2. I vaguely recall a seed where I got red bubbled right before a Ganon, and I didn't have a potion. And in the time it took me to go find a blue bubble to get my sword back, Potato Pony finished. So that was, and I lost game 1, and then game 2 wasn't close. I think that's my vague memory of that. But again, remembering details of things that happened a long time ago can be tough. Gotta get my revenge. My revenge
Dude.
arc starts next week.
You're due for a win.
Yeah. I mean, in general, no, I'm not due for a win, but against certain people, yes, possible.
It looks like Special K is also doing the grand tour of this level 9.
It looks like Special K is checking the top part that I did not get to, so it'd be nice to see that, hey, there's nothing up there. Go figure. I didn't find, what didn't I find? I didn't find the compass. That was the only thing I didn't find. And it's not there. Oh god, this could have been, this is not going to be a staircase, because I found all the staircases. But, fortunately Special K doesn't know that. This room is not fun. It was funny, I think the Stalfos I saw in 9 were the first Stalfos I saw in the entire seed. And I think it was the blue Wizrobes in the Triforce room in 1 were the first blue Wizrobes I had seen in the entire seed too. This enemy set was only in 2 dungeons, I think.
Yeah, they were definitely not plentiful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so obviously that's a bit concerning for me, as I'm full clearing everything, where I know that combat really isn't that bad. So I mean, if combat is bad, then if you're full clearing, it's not so bad. But you know, when you're full clearing in a relatively easy combat seed, then you start to worry, because then because obviously if you think your opponent's gambling on 9 possibly for silvers, then I mean, and you know ahead of time that that's the correct decision. So, but you know, silvers are just in a terrible spot. I'm trying to think of a way you possibly don't. Is there a way you possibly gamble on silvers in 9? I don't think so. I mean,
I don't really think so either, because in thinking about like dungeons where you might leave stuff behind, you would think of like 8, 7, 6, maybe 5.
yeah.
And your items were kind of on the way to your Triforces anyway in those dungeons.
They were either on the way to Triforce, or they were early in a dungeon. So I mean, looking at 8, I mean, in 8 the bow is in the 3rd room, and the red ring is 1 room past the required staircase to get to the Triforce. So you'd be hard pressed to miss both of those items. Level 7, the item's in the 1st room. You're not missing that in a spot where you have to go that direction. And 6, the item, if you take the 1st staircase, you find the boomerang right away, so that you're not going to miss that likely. And 5, I mean, 5, you take the 1st transport, you're right next to the heart and the any key. So again, you'd be hard pressed to miss those. So there really wasn't an opportunity I mean, and when I got to 3 with my last dungeon, I'm gonna dig 3 for an item. That's a given. I think it was before the Triforce anyway, so there really wasn't an opportunity to gamble on 9. It was just a fact that you weren't gonna accidentally skip items. I don't think it'd be very hard to do so. I mean, unless you bail on 1 maybe, because I mean 1 did have whiz robes, but not until the end though. So I mean, not really, even then the combat wasn't bad. I don't know.
Well,
Sometimes seeds are just meant to be full cleared.
Yeah, this one was, if any of them would be a candidate, it looked like this one was.
For sure.
Special K did find the compass. It was in the same room as the silvers.
Was it really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had already found Zelda at that point, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Compass 1 room past where the kidnapped is.
That's too funny. The classic, here's the kidnapped, and here's the compass that points to the kidnapped. Thanks, game. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm lucky. I mean, I guess I feel lucky I found the map, because I feel like I could have done a lot of random bombing and gotten nowhere, given how few rooms there are in level 9. So that could have been a problem. I feel like more, especially recently, if I don't have an atlas, which the book isn't even an atlas in this set, but I definitely feel myself clearing easy rooms in 9, hoping for a map or a compass drop, because randomly bombing walls in level 9 it definitely feels bad, because you really have no idea what the map looks like.
Yeah, and it is shockingly easy in a 9 to go from 14 bombs to all of a sudden you have 1 or 2 left, and you're like,
Luckily, I had 14, so that's not likely to happen, but it definitely could have happened. Given how many blank spots there are, I could have been bombing all the walls on the right-hand side into the 9 column. I could have bombed all those walls and gotten absolutely nowhere. I feel like I was having pretty good bomb luck too, because I think I accidentally forced at least 2 bomb drops that I didn't even need, which was pretty funny. I was bombing walls in certain spots and just killing enemies, and it just happened to be 10 counts. So. I always say better lucky than good, but I'd rather do that when I actually need the bomb drops. But I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
Sure. Okay, it looks like alright, Special K has found the princess. We are now joined by a runner-up for the seed, Special K. GG's Special K.
Thank you.
GG Special K.
GG CJ, well done.
Thank you.
Give us your thoughts on that seed from your perspective.
I'll say the seed saved me from doing what I wanted to do, which was to take the candle out of the wood sword cave, because it would have been a long time before I got it with it being power bracelet blocked. I've been generally playing power with taking the candle because I figure you can come across 1 or 2 hearts fairly easily, and there's only 7 spots where the wood sword can be where you don't have easy enough access to, and it was in one of those 7 spots in this case. But this is a repeat of last night where the red candle can get you places to start, and it was fun. It just takes me a while to do things. Although now I am sad that I skipped the 4 heart and 6, or else I would have had all the hearts, but I got everything else. So.
Same.
It was a really good race. For much of it, it was kind of back and forth. You were the first one with a sword. You had a Triforce lead for, I would say, a decent chunk of the early to mid game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the really kind of poor placement of the white sword cave and wood sword cave. DJ's first sword was Mags, and after that it was just kind of racing through and cleanup at that point, because with the Mags it's just so much easier to just burn through things. From there.
That's okay. You taught me well about not needing a sword early on. I decided to go. I was full swordless mode I never even found the Woodsword. I mean, I know the Woodsword Cave by process of elimination, but I never went there because I used red candle until I had enough hearts for mags. So
It works.
good enough for me.
Yeah, there wasn't anything too bad in the
No, I mean
dungeon.
there was a Gleeok blocking a Triforce, and then something. I think the Triforce in 6. Apparently, you could have. I did not try to despawn the bunnies, so I gave up on that. But
Yeah,
but
that
I got
was-
mags. Yeah, with I
you
don't know.
could despawn-
I think I had like 2, maybe 3 Triforces, but then I just went full cleanup mode and got 4 Triforces in the span of like 8 minutes. Just because I knew where they all were. I just couldn't get to them without a sword.
Yeah, I was able to despawn the bunnies out to get that Triforce when I still had the candle, so that was something
Nice.
at least.
I wish I had tried, but I gave up. I wonder if I might have had low health, and I saw the bunnies. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. Or no, I know what it was. I got the compass, and I remember I had been in the room. I knew there were bunnies there, so I thought, okay, I'm not even gonna bother to try because I'm like 4 rooms away. So I just up 8, and I was at the end of an overworld search anyway, so I was gonna up a save and then go burn other stuff. So that's why I did that. It makes sense in hindsight.
Yeah, it was a very good race. Yeah, a lot of fun to watch.
I'm glad we put on a good show for you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Let's see. Freedom, do you have anything else for our runners before we start to wrap up?
Not really. It was just a fun series to watch and call.
Thank you both for commentary.
Yeah,
And
any-
thank you, Crump, for tracking, the true MVP. Thank you very much.
Yay.
And Special K, GG, it's been a pleasure, and I'm sure I will face you again at some point in the future.
Yes, I echo that. Thanks to Freedom Fire, Haley, and Crump for the comments and tracking, and I very much enjoyed this. I knew I wasn't going to really come anywhere close, but as I said last night, I basically learned this game from you, CJ, so honored to face you, and I'm glad I got to face you, and good luck the rest of the way, and I know you'll go far, so I'll be watching.
The honor is mine. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and GG's to you guys both again.
Thank you.
All right. So I think on Speed Gaming 3, we still have Custom versus JP Brewers fan, and I don't know the schedule for the rest of the week off the top of my head, but stay tuned. There will be plenty more Zelda action in the next few days. Shoot, Freedom Fighter, you have any final thoughts? Would you like to take us away?
Yeah, it was a fun match. Thank you, Krem. Helped out tremendously, as all trackers do. CJ tied the heart count tonight. And
Heart.
Special K. Great show. Thank you all. We will see you later. And let's go watch the other match.